Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Episode 9. We're going to unpause the game and jump straight into it. So last time we left off, we built this amazing looking, or pretty awesome looking spiral slide over here. Set up some more, kind of add some different colorful stuff to the terrain to make it look nice. And we talked about a couple different things. So what was, let's see, the first thing I needed to do was the handyman. I wanted to get a third one. How much are we? Let's see. Staff wages right now is already so high, $300, but we need it. We need the third one because the park is looking like complete garbage. So let's do that. Let's get our third handyman. If we're going to do that, we're going to go down to normal speed for a second so I can concentrate. We'll hire our next handyman. Actually, I'll be fine. We'll go back up to quick speed because we need to be pulling in as much money as we can. Because, let's see, we already paid off a loan, right? We paid off a loan, I think, last time, so we need to build another ride. Or pay off another loan. We'll probably just pay off another loan. Because I got to set up all this pathing. Okay, so the first one. Let's talk about you. Let's actually take these guys, put their screens right up here. So we're missing number 2. Alright, I like this kind of drag and drop screen. It's really nice. Okay, you. So your first one. You've got this area. Okay, it's not bad at all. But let's change it up. I'm just going to get rid of them all because it'll be easier that way. Alright, I want you to walk over here. But I literally want you to cover just that area. That is more than enough for you. Okay, handyman number 2, you're over here. You've got a lot. So handyman number 2, can't believe I'm going to be paying a lot of money to cover what is going to appear like a very little land. But here we go. Handyman number 2, you're going to cover this whole area. Alright. And then handyman number 3, you literally are only going to cover this area. And obviously I can kind of cross paths a little bit if I need to, but they shouldn't. This should work out perfect. Okay. That should really do it. Let's see if that fixes the issue. Guests are complaining about the vandalism now in the park as well. So I may have to get another. But that should honestly really fix the issue. That handyman should literally just walk like this path over and over again, just taking out trash and cleaning up stuff. I just don't see any reason for this not to get done. So space ring 1 is broken down. That's fine. One mechanic seems to still be enough. I do notice that the rides do seem to be breaking down a lot more frequently. Maybe it is time to get one more mechanic. $80 per month is a lot of money. I'm just finally getting that money back. I don't want to be spending it on all new staff, especially since the park has really not gotten any bigger. It's just kind of grown taller. But generally, everything is still piled up in the same area. I'm keeping it all compact. We're already spending so much money on staff wages. In fact, the bulk of our money is going to staff wages right now. It's really upsetting. Guess we'll go fast speed here. Bump up that speed, get things moving along. Get the cash coming in. We're waiting to make another $1,000 loan paid off. Get another $1,000 loan paid off. Because I really want to get this research boosted. Alright, there we go. Let's drop. Oh, what? Oh, man, we took a hit on that research. The research at the end of the month dropped us 100. So now we gotta wait. Now we've gotta wait. But at least we got the research moving forward again, which is good. I think it was a standing roller coaster or something. There we go. $1,000 loan paid off. We're down to $10,000. Another good milestone there. Yeah, it was a stand-up roller coaster. Can I actually see it right now? No. Yeah, right here. No, that was the last development. What are we doing now? Sejungkwa Stall. Completing design 21st of May. We should have it. Well, that's not bad at all then for slow research. We're making our money back. I guess, yeah. So we talked about the maze, right? That was the next big thing that we needed. Or the next big thing we wanted, because we want to start pushing the park out this way. So we need to put a maze down. Why don't we take a look, see how much it's going to cost us. Obviously, we're going to have to go with one of the pre-built mazes. The Crazy Castle's pretty damn awesome. I would really like to get that. Because that is actually extremely cool. I know it doesn't fit with the jungle theme. However, you know, we could say that, like, there's a castle somewhere on this island, right? I mean, I don't see why not. And it actually does somewhat fit right here. I mean, I don't see why not. What was that? What was that alert for? What? Mechanics still running around trying to fix everything. Merry-Go 1 broke down for a bit. And we got that new ride. Or, well, new stall anyways. Selling drinks. And then we've got another stall selling starfruit drinks. So beverages seem to be the choice for stalls. Should be researching the next thing soon, but we don't know what it is. Alright, let's go back to the maze. So, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go with the castle. Like, part of me does and part of me doesn't. Because it doesn't really match. Obviously, that doesn't match. The spiral hedge is really the most... kind of obvious thing. But I really like the castle. I'm probably going to go with the castle. It'll just be like a castle that was like here. Like on this land, you know? I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm going to need to clear the trees out. Oh my god, wait, never mind. The castle was $3,000. I don't have $3,000. I could wait for $3,000, but that's going to be a while. It's going to be a while before I get $3,000. Are you making money yet? Negative 10 cents, okay. Pop that balloon. Get it. Get the balloon. Ah, got it. Alright. Yeah, we'll just go with the regular maze then. I'm not going to have $3,000 to drop on the castle maze. Sorry, guys. If you wanted the castle maze, I apologize. I just am not going to have the money to drop on it. I'm barely going to have $1,000 to drop on this maze. It's kind of interesting how I'm going to have to do this. I think I want the path to come off this way. So I would want it to go like this. Yeah. The path, I definitely want the path to come off right there. So I'm going to need to flatten some of this. Like that. To get the path to actually come off that. Yep, that'll do. That's how I'm going to do it. This is actually going to take a lot of terraforming. I just realized. For me to do this maze. But that's okay. Because I'll just keep it on a fast mode. And I'll just keep the money racking in. And then by the time I'm done kind of doing some of the terraforming, I try not to spend too much money. I should hopefully have enough money to get the maze. To actually get it. Which is going to go right here in this area. And could potentially actually be set up in a neat... There's a... Oop. Ah, wrong one. I wish there was some way I could go back, but I can't. Oh, yeah, I can select a different... Oh, select it. Oh, my God. How many times have I clicked off? I didn't even see the select a different design. I guess it was just natural reflex for me to click off of this and go back to here because I'm almost positive... that that selected different design wasn't there in the original. kind of a boring maze, huh? 972, 2,000. With that off, it's 972 as well. Alright, we'll just get this one. Obviously, that's like the only way it's gonna fit somehow. I would have to. I know what I would have to do to get it to fit better. I mean, it's kind of okay like that, but at the same time, it's not okay. Yeah, at the same time, it's not okay like that. So let's keep doing some more terraforming. I'm pretty sure I know what I have to do to actually get it to fit. This has to go down. This whole mountain has to go down. This is actually going to suck. Because it's going to cost me a good deal of money. But this whole mountain's got to go down. I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. How would that look? Closer, closer. It's got to go down more. It has got to go down more, but we're getting there. Some of these trees are going to still be in the way. This obviously has to go down where the path is kind of coming through, because the path's going to go through this way. Let's come around and make sure we've got a straight line for this path. Oh, God, I went too deep down. Now I can't even get in there. That's sort of it. There we go, got it. Wow, that was impressive. I'm surprised I got that. That was actually, I thought that was it. I thought that was the end. All right. This sucks. This is going to cost $1,000 to terraform all this. But we saw this coming. I mentioned it in the beginning of the series. I said eventually it's going to turn into just a lot of terraforming. And here we go. Playing the game. Literally just getting played by the game as we attempt to just re-terraform pretty much everything. Just like I said we were going to have to do. No big deal, though. That's why I really want to do this map, because I knew it was going to be a challenge. I like a good challenge. That challenge actually being to design a decent park. With the limitations we have. Okay. That is a no. And that is also a no. So I needed to come over like this, but what is getting in the way right here? Why can't I build it like that? Okay, that's why. Because the way that's all... it's mainly that ride's getting in the way. But on top of that, it's mainly the way this is. So that's got to go down too. Unfortunately, this also has to go down over here. Not that much. But it does have to go down. Here comes some more rain. Money's looking kind of weird. That's alright. Alright, what's that give me? So if I do that, that's pretty nice. I wouldn't mind the maze actually being over that. I'm sure I could figure out a really neat way to kind of manage that. So how's that look? Better, but I want it right there, which means literally what is in the way right there? So too high for supports. Right there, too high. Okay. Alright, simple enough, so watch this. I'll decorate that pillar and make it look nice, but that should actually do it. Still too high for supports. Still too high for supports. What does that give me? Because that should give me it. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, I really like that. That gives me another tunnel, which always looks cool. So the tunnel will go deeper into the park. And then obviously this gives me a really unique situation to kind of mess around with some stuff. I really like this, but I wonder if I can get it to come down. I can get it to come down more. I'd have to bring this down. But I can get it to come down more. I just gotta go like that. And then this kind of looks weird, so this is gonna have to... Okay. It kind of makes me feel like I should do something with this then. I should bring it up. Well, let's see if it fits there anyways, if it fits there a little snugger. That's a lot better, okay. That is actually a lot better. Right there would be perfect. Alright, so I just need to do a little bit more terraforming. I need to do a little bit more landscaping, whatever you want to call it. Just to absolutely make this outstanding. That's going to require me doing this to some degree. I think that could honestly get away. I think I can get away with that. I almost feel, let's see. I feel like that's it. I feel like that really does it. 972, so we've almost got the funds as well. I should probably finish this path underneath it, though. So let's finish this path underneath it, because that's going to be the big thing. That'll be somewhat complicated to do later. So we'll get it all finished out. And then we'll get it built. Not sure how I want to do this part yet. Something like that seems to somewhat fit the theme I'm kind of going for. So many trees. It's so expensive. That's the worst part. Getting into this jungle. I mean, so if we did a calculation here, I mean, this many trees, it's got to be like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 worth of trees to delete. Not going to delete all of them, but I'm going to have to delete a lot of them as I move more inland into the island. I won't have a choice. I will have to do it. That's looking pretty good. Oh, was it there? There. It was there. Let's do it. We're definitely going to go for it. We're going to go with wooden fences. That looks that's kind of jungly, but not really. Let's just stick with the hedges. Obviously the jungle entrance looks a little weird with the hedges, but we got it. And we can't open it yet because we need to build our paths. Oh, lots of rides breaking down. Are they getting fixed though? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Alright, as long as they're getting fixed, that's all I'm worried about. Okay, it's gonna be expensive now coming off of the path here. And I can't even see if it's the right height. I don't really know how I want to do this actually. No. It's not gonna let me do that properly. Oh no! Oh, there we go. I panicked. That was bad. We cut everybody off from the park. It was awful. Okay. That's going to be a terrible way to do this. To be fair. Also, it's got to go up. Crap, I did it again. Also, it's got to go up because look at this. This path here runs at level with this ground, but we know that this is not level with this ground. It's one up. So what if I actually came off? Okay, I know exactly how to do this. Check this out. This is going to look awesome. Come up. Over. Crap. I had to go one more higher. Always has to be one more higher. Alright. That's it. I should have known too, because that right there is level with that platform. Duh, that would have been an easy way to tell and not waste so much money, but that's what this game's all about, wasting money. It's a good way for us to waste money, a good way for people to waste money without actually wasting the money. It's nice. You know? Great simulator for whether or not I actually want to build my own theme park. Who knows? Alright, for this, pretty obvious how I want to do this one. So I don't need to play the game here with you guys. I already know exactly how I'm doing this one. Especially because this is going to give me the opportunity to run the exit deeper into the park. Like I was talking earlier, I mentioned it earlier, we want the exit to run, the exits to kind of try to dump people deeper into the park. So I could have put the exit over here and the entrance over here, but I wanted to dump people kind of deeper into the park. So they start over here, end over deeper in the park. You know, for the most part, it won't always be like that, but if I can make it like that, it makes sense. Now, it could work the other way too. If I put the entrance over here, people would have to go over there for the entrance, but I'm kind of thinking of it as like, as of right now, a bulk of the people are right here in this main path. If I could pull those people into this ride and dump them out farther back, they're already farther back instead of actually trying to coerce them into the back of the park, essentially. Oop. Spun too far there. Alright, so let's open up the ride. Oh, how much is it, by the way? A buck seems more than reasonable for this. And let's see how popular it actually gets. It's not really considered an extremely popular ride. So I can't necessarily say that it's going to be the biggest hit in the park. But I think it'll do okay. We're not really making much money with this balloon stand. It's not even profiting. Sometimes it is. Most of the time it's not. Money's doing good though. Over $1,000 in ride tickets. Obviously we busted in the negatives, spending a lot of money for that pathing, and then building the hedge maze and the landscaping. The landscaping ran us dry almost. The park looks a lot cleaner, so the 3 handymen are helping. Still some full trash cans in this area, but you can see he's walking around right here changing out trash cans, so I'm not that worried about it. I think they're definitely keeping it a lot cleaner than it was. Almost time for a second maintenance man as well, because I'm noticing a lot of rides are breaking, which means that even though he's fixing them, I don't think he's keeping up with the maintenance very well, the scheduled maintenance. Reliability, inspection every 30 minutes. Time since last inspection 50. I don't think he's inspecting them quick enough. I think it's just too many rides, and they'll break down if they're not inspected after a while. So it's definitely probably time for another maintenance man. And I think maybe I'll just drop one right now. I'm not really worried about pathing them, because they just go to whatever ride gets called to anyways. So yeah, we'll start paying for a second one since we're making a good amount of profit on the ride tickets. And we're slowly getting the loan paid off. So yeah, things are looking pretty well. It looks like the maze is going to be pretty popular, and the park is a lot cleaner. So we are out of time for this episode. Next time, keep pushing deeper into the island. Now that we're putting more money away, we're able to do a lot more landscaping. So I think we've got this path that's going to go in that way. We've got this path that's going to go in that way. I'll have to start thinking about how I want to set up this over here to get a path going in on this inboard side, or outboard, or well, technically eastern side, we'll say. Inboard, well, it'd be eastern, so we'll say this eastern side over here, and that'll be the plan. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.